Hi guys, so I'm here today with a quick smoky eye tutorial. I do this smoky eye whenever I want something a bit more dramatic and I don't really have any time to really elaborate with the eye makeup. So this is my go-to quick and simple smoky eye. And I'm really sorry I forgot to record an intro, so we're just going to jump straight into the tutorial. So the first thing I'm doing is applying an eye primer, and I'm using e.l.f.'s mineral eyeshadow primer. And I don't always use primer, I only use primer if I'm gonna be out for a long time and I know that my oily eyelids will affect the eye makeup, so I don't always feel it's necessary to always use eye primer. But this eye primer is really good, so I really recommend it if you do like using eye primer. So the palette I'm going to use is MUA's Undress palette, my trusty MUA Undress palette. And the first shade that I'm using is the gold shade, which is shade number 6. And I'm going to use it to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. And the next thing I'm going to do is use a dark brown eyeliner to line my waterline and my upper lash line. So you want to make sure you're using a liner that isn't hard to blend or anything, that it just comes on easily onto your skin. So now I'm just using a regular sponge applicator to smudge out the line. And I'm sorry guys for the audio, it's pretty muffly and you can hear a lot of interference, so I'm sorry about that. And the main shade I'm using for the smoky eye is shade number 8, and this is the only color that I'm going to use. And I'm going to just pat it on my eyelid, and I'm patting it so I can get more color payoff and to prevent fallout. And I recommend, if you're doing a really smoky eye and dramatic eye look, it's really handy if you do your base after your foundation, if you do your foundation after you've done your eye makeup, because obviously if there's any fallout and anything, it's not a problem. But I've already done my face, so I'm taking extra care to not get any fallout. So I'm also trying to get the shape that I want of the smoky eye, so I've taken it up to my crease and creating a kind of, just I'm using my crease as a guideline for this shape. So now I'm just taking a small flat brush to put the color on my lower lash line. And now I'm just going to smudge that out with my finger. If you prefer, you can use a smudge brush, but sometimes I find that using my fingers just works just as well. So now I'm just blending out that color with the e.l.f. eyeshadow blending brush. And the secret with smoky eye or any eye makeup look really is to really spend your time doing well on the blending, because that's what brings the whole look together. So I'm just going to blend as much as I feel is necessary to get rid of that line. So now I'm going to use a matte color for my brow highlighter from my Fash palette, because the MUA Undress palette doesn't have a matte highlighter, it only has a shimmery one. And while I'm applying that to my brow, I'm making sure that I'm blending it in well with the brown color. So now I'm just going to finish off my face, and I'm using L'Oreal's Glam Bronze Sun Radiance Trio for brunettes for my highlighter, just a color in the middle. And for my blush, I'm using Sleek's Coral. And I'm not applying it to be too noticeable, I'm just trying to apply it to kind of contour slightly and bring just a little bit of colour. I don't like to put on too much blush whenever I've got smoky eye. So now for my mascara, I'm using, of course, my clear mascara on my lower lashes as usual, and for my top lashes I'm using Maybelline's The Colossal Volume Express waterproof mascara. And I'm not applying 2 coats, otherwise it gets a little bit clumpy, so I usually prefer to apply 1 coat. And for lipstick, I'm using MAC's Jubilee. And that's the finished look. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.